Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singatoka.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tabwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Cyclone Mona causes no major damage. Sugar focuses on return to glory days. And PSV Thauke Affairs resigns.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spade.
The National Disaster Management Office has today revealed that Tropical Cyclone Mona did not cause any major impact in any of the 4 divisions. Director Anare Leweningila says they've stood down all emergency operators and all evacuation centres have been deactivated. Kelly Vavala with the details.
In briefing, Prime Minister Voreqe Bainimarama, the National Disaster Management Office highlighted there is no need for an initial damage assessment as no significant damage has been reported.
No report of any incident, no injuries or no damage to any structures, but a lot of the reports are indicated that there are no or minimal damage.
Anare Leweningila says the commissioners Eastern and Northern have confirmed there are no reports of major infrastructure or agricultural damage.
We'll be returning the police, the Navy, the fire, RFMF, and then NDMO will just be working on the skeleton stuff just to if there's any other things that have been reported.
Meanwhile, the Health Ministry's assessment and inspections are ongoing.
Number one is the trauma that happens with the disaster. So people break their legs, break their hands, they get major injuries. We are quite fortunate that none of that happened. But then the one after that is the most difficult one, which is what we're facing now, is actually the public health component.
The NDMO says all operations have resumed as normal, including inter-island shipping services to the Lao Group. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
The heavy rain from TC Mona has inevitably resulted in an increase in the number of potholes on most roads around the country. For Savo-Savo, it is no different. The highway from Nambadi village right through to Savo-Savo town is littered with potholes. Fiji Roads Authority Chief Executive Officer Jonathan Moore says work is currently in progress in the area and they will continue to deploy extra staff as needed so that they are able to get further ahead of the need. Moore is asking members of the public, especially motorists, to please be patient and drive to the conditions. FRA would also like to stress that the work on potholes is being carried out as a repair until more permanent solutions are implemented over the next 12 months. The public is requested to contact Fiji Roads Authority on 5720 toll-free to lodge their concerns or seek feedback about their roads. The Fiji Sugar Corporation is focused on taking the industry back to its glory days. The key targets now are increasing yield and production, as well as finding new markets for our sugar. Eleanor Tarangaivu has more.
Once a thriving industry, sugar is now fighting its way back to its former glory.
The only way we can take this, if we work genuinely together, we focus on the basics of cane farming. The basics, which means increasing the yield from the existing farms and making sure our plant crop also gives a very good yield.
For over a century, the sugar industry was the backbone of the Fijian economy, given its contribution to GDP and employment generation. The Fiji Sugar Corporation is now sweating to keep the industry on its feet, withstanding challenges like non-renewal of leases, low cane production, low sugar prices and natural disasters.
There is a lot of input from the government as well. The government has put a $60 million budget to support the sugar industry. So we need that budget to be utilized properly.
The Fiji Sugar Corporation now continues to look for new sugar markets following the withdrawal of the EU preferential price agreement.
Basically, we'll look for the market that gives us our best return. So we earn the most money for the industry. So that's about the freight, the price, the premium.
The sugar industry is the largest public enterprise in the country, employing around 3,000 people, while 200,000 depend on it for their livelihood. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
Twin brothers charged with assaulting police officers last December will make a plea later this month. 22-year-old Ratuveiwili Loanakandavu and Rovendovi Loanakandavu appeared before the Suva Magistrates Court today. Catherine Krishna reports.
It is alleged the Loanakandavu brothers made racial remarks against the police officers on December 14th. Police say the two were arrested in the wee hours of morning along Victoria Parade in Suva by police officers on patrol. The two were allegedly intoxicated and were threatening to kill the officers and continued swearing despite being repeatedly warned and asked to clear the area. The two also allegedly confronted the officers and in the process damaged the accessory vest belonging to one of the arresting officers while verbally abusing another. Both are charged with drunk and disorderly behavior and resisting arrest. Ratuveiwili is charged with an additional count of serious assault. Veiwili also has a suspended sentence for a case of damaging property. Their father, Sodelpa MP Simeone Rasova, was present in court and is one of the sureties. The case has been adjourned to January 29th for plea. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
Permanent Secretary for Itaukei Affairs, Naipote Katuni Tambua, has resigned. Public Service Commission Chair Vishnu Mohan says Katuni Tambua resigned citing personal reasons. Katuni Tambua has proceeded on leave and his resignation will take effect at the end of his leave on January 31st. The PSC, with the agreement of the Prime Minister, has appointed Meleti Bainimarama, the Permanent Secretary for Rural and Maritime Development, to act as the PS for Itaukei Affairs. Still to come, public asked to tell their PCN stories and MSAF to maintain maritime standards. Details after the break.
Bula, neva ngoma kay leloma, ngonga nakas ondo magrong ng Bula FM, namban dua na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai lambasa. Ya ondo talita ina warong ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere.
Guya Dr. Meli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere.
Wana tuma ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere namba 1.
Na vengo fani na tao no singa toka. Kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM namba 2 na sere.
Bula FM namba 2 na sere.
The Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission is urging anyone with information regarding the Langi Langi housing project to come forward. Chief Executive Joel Abraham is encouraging those who have made any current or previous dealings with the People's Community Network to report the matter. This as PCN manages the Langi Langi housing project. Abraham says this includes, but is not limited to, people who have made payments and were promised a housing unit. He adds complaints and information, along with supporting documents, can be lodged at the FCCC office. Those lodging complaints are requested to bring along photo ID, original copies of receipts, and offer letter for the housing unit and any other relevant document. A 29-year-old man who allegedly raped and threatened to kill a woman has been further remanded by the Suva Magistrates Court. Wise Langilevu faces 1 count each of rape, criminal intimidation, false information to public servant, escape from lawful custody, serious assault and resisting arrest. Catherine Krishna reports.
It is alleged that on December 13th at Waimanu Road in Suva, Wise Langilevu raped a 20-year-old woman. Langilevu is also alleged to have given false information by identifying himself as Isaac Nathangilevu to a police officer during a caution interview over the alleged rape charge. It is also alleged that on December 15th in Suva, following his arrest at the Central Police Station, the accused escaped. It is also alleged that on December 23rd in Raiwai, having escaped from the lawful custody of police, Langilevu attempted to assault and resisted re-arrest by a police officer. In court today, police prosecution made an application that the matter be transferred to High Court as the crime is an indictable offence. The magistrate agreed to the request. The case has been adjourned to January 23rd. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
The Maritime Safety Authority has set its goals for this year and remains devoted to developing Fiji's maritime standards. Acting Chief Executive Captain Philip Hill says they're focusing on ensuring that the highest safety standards are met. Kritika Kumar reports.
Captain Hill says there are plans in the pipeline aimed at improving their services.
Improve on our awareness programs, and we will continue with the training programs that we do for the small craft, the small boat operators. We will continue to take our life-saving appliances across to the various maritime islands and sell them at very cheap prices, with the view of trying to ensure that all these safety appliances are available to all small boat users.
He noted that all vessel operators must not permit overcrowding. Meanwhile, Ship Manager Inoki Ratotondros says they'll continue working with relevant stakeholders to address the issue.
We are working closely with the Fiji ports here in Suva for the control of passengers who are entering into the jetty. And for us, from the jetty to the ship, that is our concern. And we are doing the best together with MSF officials as soon as they board the ship.
Ratotondros says they will continue monitoring the number of passengers allocated for a trip as their safety is paramount. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
The Real Estate Agents Licensing Board will make amendments to the 2006 Real Estate Agents Act. Chief Executive Virisila Tuimanu says they will hold a wide range of consultations before making amendments. The Act is more than 10 years old. Tuimanu says the amendments will help improve the standard of the industry.
Have sort of conducted made plans to consult the people, especially the real estate industry, our important key stakeholders and the public at a later stage. We are looking at completing the whole task within the next 9 months or so, and we are very positive that with the support of the industry and the other important stakeholders, this will be a success.
Police on Koro Island are looking for a 22-year-old farmer from Sinuvada village. Chief of Intelligence and Investigation, ACP Vakavengu Tonduandua, says the man is believed to have been involved in cultivating marijuana. ACP Tonduandua says after a tip-off from the public, a total of 21 plants were uprooted from the suspect's farm and an investigation is now underway. Police say the plants have yet to be analysed. Meanwhile, a 32-year-old security officer from Nawaka Nandi is in custody after he was found in possession of 8 branches of dried leaves wrapped in a newspaper also believed to be marijuana and sent for analysis. Coming up in sports later with Jamie, Suva football appoints Imtiaz Khan as new coach, but Rachel joins you now with business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break, Suva retailers outline plans for 2019. And in growing Fiji, work on RB Patel's Martinter complex enters final stage. Stay with us.
Voila, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singapore. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Yeni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Leading business tonight, the Suva Retailers Association has major plans in place this year for customers who use the service provided in Suva's Central Business District. Association President Vinay Kumar says their plans include longer shopping hours, better shopping services and ensuring the safety of consumers. Kumar says they're also working with relevant stakeholders to address parking issues due to the influx of cars into the country. He says they're working with the new local government minister and the Suva City Council to ensure they provide the best services to customers. More than 120 retailers are currently members of the Suva Retailers Association.
We've got some extensive plans of silver on sale. We have plans of late night shopping. As you know, the roadworks have been going on. That been a bit of an issue for us to have silver on sale, things like that. We want to get the lighting improved in town so that we can have 1 month. We're planning. Let's hope so it works out.
And we now join Sharon from HFC Bank with the latest from the stock market.
Let's look at all the latest in the Forex market. Asian shares were up today. This was on the back of hopes that the US and China can strike a trade deal to avoid further disputes that could badly affect the global economy. The two countries are continuing their trade talks in Beijing today. Meanwhile, some parts of the American government are shut down, with lawmakers unable to agree on a budget proposal that President Trump will sign. His demand that any budget include financing a wall along the Mexican border is the heart of the dispute. In other news, the Aussie and Kiwi had a sigh of relief given the expectations that policymakers around the world may take measures to support slowing economic growth. And futures market are pricing in a rate cut as soon as 2020. And that's it from HFC Bank for now. Pinaka.
Thanks, Sharon. On to the exchange rates as it was set this morning. The Fiji dollar was on a bit of a slide today as the world markets continue reacting to the volatile trading atmosphere. While our dollar showed gains against the New Zealand dollar as well as the euro, it slid slightly against the other currencies we cover. Taking a look at the commodities market, oil price continued to rise at over $50 per barrel. Gold was down to close at $1,284 an ounce, and silver closed at $15.64 an ounce. And in growing Fiji tonight, the construction of the multi-million-dollar R.B. Patel Jet Point complex in Martinton, Nadi is progressing well and is in its final stage. The $43 million complex will include retail shops, office space, and 3 levels of car park. Felipe Nakaso has more.
The first 4 stages of the R.B. Patel Jet Point complex has been completed, costing around $30 million.
Actually, the last complex we made, it was a car park with about 11 outlet shops, where 6 of them is already occupied.
The final stage will see the construction of retail and commercial building.
Actually, we needed space because there was a lot of demand for rental purposes, and plus we wanted to extend our business. To do business, we have to have other opportunities for the customers too.
The location is also perfect for tenants that have moved into the new complex, with their shops attracting people from the day it opened.
We have 6 to 8 staff here, include chef. So I spent here more than $250,000.
The R.B. Patel Group is also looking at expanding its services across the country. Felipe Nakaso, FBC News.
And that's a wrap from the business desk for today. Jamie Jonesy with the latest in sports.
Thank you, Rachel, and good evening. Up ahead in sports, Beba remains on the lookout for new talent. And Tampadamu 7's organizers receive timely boost. There's some more coming up.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
The Fiji Airways men's sevens team had warm-up matches this afternoon as part of its build-up for the Hamilton tournament later this month. The national squad played the Fire Wardens and Red Rock as coach Gareth Weber works on finalizing his 13-member squad. While team management has decided to withdraw its players from competing in the Tampadamu Sevens this weekend, Weber has reiterated that he remains on the lookout for new talent at local tournaments.
that's all in the training plan, and we've got to stick to that because that's where we know we can get ourselves to the right place. On top of that, obviously there are local tournaments. I want to see some of those local players playing. It's important that I see them. As I've said before, the door is always open. I want to see that time come through.
Pacific Warriors Nairai is hoping for a good outing this weekend at the Tambandamu Sevens tournament at Ratu Dakambao Park in Ausori. Team coach Rusiate Mbautarua says his team has been training throughout the festive season in an aim to claim their first tournament of the year. Koroi Tandolala reports.
Team coach Rusiate says they want to improve their performance this year and winning the tournament will be the icing on the cake.
All the team want to win the first game of the year. We train now and we want to be there on top, and we might get a chance or get a luck to win the tournament. It's a bonus for us.
Team manager Akariva Ramba Kewa says the team will continue to grow in hope of sending one player through to the national side.
Our main aim is to hopefully one day get one of the boys to bust through into the national selectors radar, and we believe after 1 year and the results that we've been able to put in the local sevens arena, not long we'll be able to see one of them push through.
And the Tambandamu Sevens will be held on Friday and Saturday at Ratu Dakambao Park in Nausori. Koroi Tandolala, FBC Sports.
The Silver Waters Tambandamu Sevens organizers continue to receive support just 2 days away from the tournament, before the tournament kicks off at Nausori's Ratu Dakambao Park. Tournament Golden sponsors Silver Waters handed over a $3,000 check towards the running of the event, while Standard Concrete Industries showed its support with $5,000. Tournament director Malakai Yamaibaba says the timely assistance will help them fulfill the requirements of hosting the two-day tournament.
The tournament will kick off on Friday, the 11th of January at 8 o'clock. The first game will start at 8 o'clock. The gates open at 7:30.
As mentioned, Silver Waters is driven to also help young youths of today in sports platform, and this is one way that we give back to our community.
Newly appointed Suva football coach Imtiaz Khan is excited about his new role and for the 2019 season. The former Suva and national rep took over from Gurjit Singh, who coached the capital side in the Inter-District Championships last year. Khan thanks the Suva football executives for allowing him to lead the team this season, and while he believes he is ready, he is also asking fans to be patient as the transformation of the team under his leadership will take some time.
Understand me, for me to understand players, the style I want, and it's something different will do with the latest modern soccer, the concept of trainings, the training I got from the senior coaches through FIGFI. I'm happy that I've been chosen. Give me time. It just won't come overnight. Give me time, couple of months, maybe 2 months, and then the result will come.
The Fiji Beach Volleyball Association will name 16-member extended squads for the men's and women's national teams to the Pacific Games at the end of this week. The final team will be decided after the Easter Beach Volleyball Tournament in April. Koroi Tandolala has more.
Fiji Beach Volleyball Director Josh Tulele says next month they will be going into camp for 3 weeks.
This week we'll be sitting with our strength and conditioning coach, Mr. Bakel, to finalize the 16 men's and 16 women's that will be on the training squad, plus our overseas base. So from next week, we will be having only the training squad training from next week onwards.
Beach volleyball coach Apenisa Saukuru says it's important to prepare the players before they compete in any tournament.
They have to be fit, fast, and strong, not just physically, but mentally as well. Because it's for this beach volleyball, just only 2 players, and you have 8x8 court, which is smaller than indoor volleyball court, which is 9x9.
After getting bronze in the Pacific Mini Games, Fiji is vying for gold at July's Pacific Games in Samoa. Koroi Tandolala, FBC Sports.
Former Ratu Kandavulevu School Under-18 Rugby Centre Solomoni Nanduki has penned a 3-year deal with the NRL's Parramatta Eels. The Eels believe Nanduki will be a powerhouse winger who they hope to develop into the next Semi Randrandra. 9news.com reports the club has missed Randrandra's pace and power since his departure to rugby union. 18-year-old Nainduki, who prefers playing in the centres, is rated one of the best finishers in Fijian schoolboy rugby in recent years. Fijian striker Roy Krishna scored a late winner as surging Wellington equalled their A-League club record of 7 games unbeaten with a 3-2 away win over the Western Sydney Wanderers yesterday. Krishna's 89th minute close-range near-post header from a cross was his 2nd of the game and 7th of the season. Today's play of the day, an incredible 30-metre strike by Ruben Neves that sealed the win for Wolves over Liverpool in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. Neves sent this torpedo through 4 minutes after Liverpool equalised to secure a 2-1 victory. That's it from sports tonight. Angie joins you later on with weather and in new media. Check out Google Assistant's new interpreter mode. That's right after the break.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ से जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
The centerpiece of Google's 2019 reveal is ambitious, bringing language translation to Google Assistant with the new interpreter mode. It's weather time now with Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Are you loving this non-muggy, non-sticky, cool and calm weather? If you answered yes, then we pretty much think alike. But despite the odd amount of sunshine, it will be quite cold. The heavy showers that was in place has taken a little stroll, but we'll still have the remains. And taking a look in the west, it's been quite mild and the clouds were scattered. Eastwards from Pakaba to Suva, more of a showery day. And up north, a few light showers, which will continue. At sea, southeast winds 20 to 25 knots, moderate to rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 9:49 p.m. with low tide at 4:18 a.m. Sunrise at 6:39. For tomorrow, the day will be mainly fine. Showers will roll in by afternoon. Tomorrow's temps, all centers will be cool in the higher 20s. And looking further on to Friday, I'm afraid I don't have any good news because showers are our overstaying visitors. So stay safe and don't forget your umbrellas. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, do you think the prices of school stationery and uniforms are reasonable this year?
It's really normal. Not high and not low, but last year it was that price and really this same.
Yes, it's reasonable. And also some shops have cheaper school items.
It's cheap because shops are trying to get customers.
Prices in stationery in the shops is quite good according to the price of which is people getting.
I think some are affordable and some aren't. But overall, it's a good back-to-school sale.
In the world of the weird and the wonderful, a 14-month-old dog has learned how to skateboard and she loves skating through the streets where she lives in England. Recapping the main stories for tonight, Cyclone Mona causes no major damage, Sugar focuses on return to glory days, and PSV Tauke Affairs resigns. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment, this week we're asking, is Fiji ready for a passenger train industry? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day tonight comes from Yalombi Village and Waya Island, Yasawa, sent in by Mike Sova. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was the FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, good night.
Bula, neva ngo malakai leloma ngongai nakas on duwa rong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Hoya uvasit sai sa Ilambasa, ya ndo talita ina warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Guya do Kimeli ako na tao no hinga toka, talita kina na warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Wana tunga ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere maluan.
Na vengo fane na tao no singa toka, kito ndo talita kana Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.